Hello and welcome back to the Kakasa with EFRIS tutorials. In this video, we look at fiscal document management under EFRIS. This shall cover issuing of e-receipts and e-invoices, credit notes and debit notes. Be sure to have watched the previous video covering stock management. The links can be found in the description space below this video.
To get started, go to the URA web portal by typing www.ura.go.ug. Look for the e-invoicing tab, click on it. It will take you to the EFRIS web portal. On the right, you will see two options, login ID and password. Here, you enter your TIN. I'll enter my TIN and my TIN password. Click login. It will take you to the next page and require you to enter an OTP. You can receive this OTP from EFRIS through two options. We have email and SMS. So I've opted for email and I've received my OTP and log on to the system. Go to the left-hand menu. You should be now seeing more than 3 items, which implies that you're now fully registered. Please note that for you to issue invoices, you must have stock in your profile or account. So under Fiscal Document Management, click Issue to take you to the option for issuing e-invoices. The form will give you different sections. We have section A and section B. Section A, you enter the seller information, which is your details. This will be also auto-populated depending on the TIN that you use to log in. You can come and define the currency for which you want to use to issue these invoices. We have Ugandan shillings, US dollars, the pound, and the euro. You can tell us the operator, that the person that is issuing this invoice on your behalf. So in this case, this person is James. If that person also has a reference number, for example, an ID, you can put the reference number, but it's not mandatory. So we move on to section B, which are the buyer details. So you let us know which person you're selling to. Now, under this option, take note that we have 3 types of buyers. We have businesses, we have final consumers, and we have foreigners. So for these options, depending on the person you're selling to, the fields that you enter change. For example, for business, which means this is a business-to-business transaction, B2B, TIN is mandatory for buyer. For B2C, which is a business-to-consumer, TIN is not mandatory, but you give us one of the 3 options: legal name, email address, or phone number. That is for B2C, business to consumer. And the last part is foreigner. In case you're selling to a foreigner, we need you to capture one of the 3: citizenship, or passport number, or legal name. So let's try out one option, which is business to final consumer. So we said you give us one of the 3, either legal name, email, or phone number. So I will only give name as John. And then I'll click next. So it will take us to the next option, which is section C. And this is where we add the goods or services that we are selling and we want to indicate on this invoice. So you click the add button. It will take you to this form where it has the goods and services name, the goods and service code, commodity category, unit of measure, unit price, that is tax inclusive, the quantity that you're selling, the total invoice amount, also tax inclusive, the VAT rate that you're going to be charged. So let's go and select the goods. So click the select button, which will take you to this page where you can select the goods and services. So just click on search to see all the goods and services that you stocked in your account. So I have all these items stocked under my account, and I will say I'm going to sell cement. the 50 kilogram bag. So I click on that item and then click OK. So that item will be auto-populated on this form depending on what I configured under my stock. So what I can do here is increase that quantity of cement that I'm selling. So I'll click and add 5 bags. So as you can see, the VAT rate for cement is 18%. So you can click here to see the tax details for this item. Once everything is okay, you just come and click save to add this item to your invoice. So we have also added for you other options for adjusting this item. You can modify the details. You can also give a discount on this item. For example, I'm giving a discount of 30,000 for this bag. So I'll click on discount and it will take me to this option where I will say, let's let me give a discount of 10%. So the discount will be put there. Then I will save. After saving, the discount is indicated on my invoice. So I will move to the next section, which is section D, which indicates the payment details. Under here, I will indicate the payment mode. For my case, I will indicate that the payment is in cash and the amount, which is 135,000. So I will move on to the next section, section E, which has the tax details, and these are auto-populated. So it will indicate the tax category, which is standard rated. So depending on the tax rate you selected, this tax rate can change. It can either be standard, 0 rated, exempt, or even deemed. So you need to pay attention to this part. So after that, if you're okay with everything that is here, you can go and preview the invoice before you generate it. After you've previewed your invoice and everything is okay, you can close the preview, come back and generate your invoice. So the system will ask you, are you sure I want to generate the invoice? And you will say, okay, so your invoice will be generated. Now, what you need to note here, that once you've generated the invoice, depending on the channel that you used, let's say in my case, I have used the web portal. This invoice is sent to 3 parties. You, the seller, you will get a copy. URA will get a copy. The buyer will also get a copy in real time.
I hope this video has been helpful to you. In the next tutorial, we look at issuing of credit notes and debit notes. The links to these videos can be found in the description space below this video. In case of any inquiries, don't hesitate to email us or call us using the contacts across your screen. Be sure to hit the subscription button and notification bell so that you don't miss any tax-related videos.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.